Well, hey everyone, it's Dr. Simeon Hein here, and I've got a very exciting virtual viewing target for you today. I've been getting a lot of requests from people to share more targets with you on YouTube, and so I thought I'd put up a couple more targets for you. Here's one of them, and I'm going to guide you through the virtual viewing process. And then at the end of the session, I'm going to give you the feedback, and you can see how you did. How about that? Okay, so I've selected a target for you, and no, I'm not going to give you any hints. You don't need any hints. You're perfectly capable of doing it on your own. And I'm going to guide you through the session, and let's see how you do, okay? So get a piece of paper if you don't have one already, and a pen, and you want to write down your name and the date and the time. So we have a record of when you did this session. And when you have that basic information down, and of course, feel free to stop the video anytime that you need more time. And also, it's important, just turn off any distractions right now. Anything that's going to distract you while we do this session, email, instant messenger, cell phone, anything like that. You need a few minutes of quiet time to be able to do this. We want to lower down the noise level in your mind as much as possible. And then go ahead and do a cool down. I like to do kind of a little breathing. You could kind of inhale, and every time you exhale, maybe kind of imagine the way some of the Taoists do with the breathing exercise, kind of a little cloudy gray color coming out with every exhale. And inhale again, kind of exhale your stress, let go of any tension. I like to do it maybe 9 times, kind of inhale. And then you want to exhale a little bit, let go of the stress and the tension. And if you have any particular physical or emotional distractors, you could write them down in the upper right side of the page along with your name and the date and the time. Any physical, emotional distractors, let them go, and any set-asides, anything you want to set aside. And one more thing, are you getting any advanced perceptions? Anything that you're perceiving right now? Sometimes you can start perceiving the target ahead of time. And those can be accurate. So write them down, any of your advanced perceptions right now on the right side of the page, and just let them go. And now what we're going to do is an ideogram. So you just want to basically put your pen on the page and let your autonomic nervous system, through your subconscious mind, just kind of tell you what's at the target site. So just put your pen on the page and just let your hand move a little bit. Okay, and don't worry about what you're drawing. Just let your hand move. It's almost like your subconscious mind is kind of communicating to you through your nervous system some information about the target. So go ahead, put your pen on the page and draw your ideogram. Sometimes we call this a gestalt. It's like a kind of holistic sense of what's at the target site. And when you've drawn your ideogram, why don't you probe it a little bit, tap it with your pen, touch it with your finger, trace it with your finger or your pen. Let's get some information about what's at the target site. So what you want to do is tap your ideogram a little bit and then get some basic impressions about it. Is it hard or soft or wet or dry? Is it mushy or hard? What does it feel like when you touch the target? It's actually, when you touch your ideogram, it's as if you're reaching through space-time and touching the target. How does it feel when you touch it? Not how do you feel, but how does the pen feel, literally, when you touch your ideogram? And go ahead and write some things down for that, your basic descriptors. And then when you've done that, probe your ideogram again and see if you can get kind of a basic description of what's at the target site. A very low level noun, something just like land or airspace, water, man-made, live, organic, energy, information, people, just something like that, based on what you've drawn in your ideogram. Do any of those feel correct? And if not, that's okay too. And then let's go ahead and let's draw another ideogram. So put your pen on the page, let your hand move just a little bit, and then pull your pen off the page again, and that's your ideogram. And touch it a little bit. Probe it. How does it feel when you touch the ideogram? Just write a few basic descriptors down. You kind of want to do this towards the center or left side of the page. That's where we basically put most of the data. And then go ahead and see if you can get a more advanced description of your ideogram. Just pick a very low-level noun, nothing too descriptive. You know, is it airspace or land or water or mountains, people, live organic, natural? Do any of those feel appropriate? And just pick one. And if you'd like to do more ideograms, you can feel free to go ahead. You could pause the video here. Otherwise, we'll go ahead. Let's see if we can get some sensory information about this target. Okay, I will read you kind of a list of cues and just write the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, sounds. What sounds do you perceive? Temperatures. Textures. Contrasts. Luminosity. Tastes. Smells. Sounds. Textures. Contrasts. Temperatures. Colors. Textures. Smells. Tastes. Ambience. What ambience do you perceive? Sounds. Textures. Temperatures. Colors. Textures. Smells. Tastes. Sounds. Ambience. Contrasts. Luminosity. Tastes. Smells. Okay, now let's get some dimensional and magnitude information about the target area. Describe your orientations. Verticals. Describe your verticals. Horizontals. Diagonals. Describe your diagonals. Patterns. What patterns do you perceive? Shapes. Density. Mass. Volume. Energetics. Patterns. Size. Shape. Verticals. Horizontals. Diagonals. Mass. Space. Volume. Density. Colors. Shapes. Sizes. Energetics. Density. Direction. Position. Size. Colors. Contrasts. Textures. Now, in your mind, move 1,000 feet over the target area and describe. Size. Shape. Position. Sounds. Temperatures. Textures. Colors. Sounds.